Okay, we're recording. This might be a total disaster, of course, so let's just see. Put it back on Kalimoto for the recording the route. And over there, we've got the weir, which is that's a River Ure, which comes down and eventually meets the Ouse, and from there into York. Get the old girl fired up. So temperature, it's saying we're on 7 degrees. Gonna head up towards Kirby Hill, just on the north side of Borough Bridge. And over the canal again. It's 30 or 40 limit up here, and I think it's 30 actually. It's the other side of that development that we've passed coming into Borough Bridge, and another new development here on the left. Like I say, they're all over the place. So yes, you've just got to be careful up here because it's quite a wide straight road, good visibility, but it is a 30 zone, and quite often you get the old cash collectors up here in their vans. I'm not sure why it needs to be a 30 really. Well, let's tell him to slow down and do 30. Heater grips on. It's that little bit fresh, I think. I'm sure it used to be a 40 limit down here, actually, not 30. But I guess it's because of all the new housing that's gone up. We've decided to, with the extra residential property, decided to reduce the speed limit down to 30. So, pressing the blue bell. So we're just crossing the A1 towards Ripon now. So we're coming over the River Ure now, just on the outskirts of Ripon. Not too bad actually. Came over here last week and it was in full space, but we haven't had much rain this week, so it's given a chance for the rivers to drain out. So like I say, the River Ure, that drains into the River Ouse, which goes through York and south of York, and then eventually that goes into the Humber. This building ahead of us is the white building, is the lock house, because we're just on the Ripon Canal, which you'll see coming up on the left hand side. There it is, which was restored, I don't know, I think about 20 years ago. I lived in Ripon, and when I lived in Ripon it was just full of Morrison's shopping trolleys, but Ripon Canal Society was formed, and they restored it, and so it's now the most northern canal in England. It's just a short stretch really, it goes down and joins the River Ure. So just going to turn in here, and this is the canal basin. Navigation pub, aptly named, opposite, and then here I'll just turn in here, you can see the actual canal basin itself, and some nice Nice little housing development which was built quite a few years ago. I think about 10 years ago. It might have been more than 10 years ago, but so it's a mixture of residential property down there, and as you see there's a few businesses around as well. A little sandwich shop. Never actually been in there because it's never been open when I come past. And then a therapist, yoga studio. Should give that a go perhaps. Ripon's an interesting place because it's a city, it's a very small city, qualifies as a city as it has a cathedral, which we'll just have a quick ride up, round. Beautiful inside, absolutely beautiful. They have regular choir practice there. I think it's 5 o'clock every night, I believe, and it's open for the public to go in and listen to the choir practice. So we've got the River Skell, which we're just going to go across now, which is the second river that comes through Ripon. Smaller river, but can flood just as easily as the River Ure. So this is the Skell we're going over now. And there's a cathedral up on the right. So just take a right around this roundabout, third exit, and try and avoid that bloody pothole. So there we see the cathedral, absolutely magnificent building, and I'll probably do a separate visit and recording of that another time. But as you can see, it's quite a substantial building. It looks like there's been a wedding going on in the rectory over there. Beautiful city, Ripon. Like I say, I did used to live here many decades ago, and be very happy to come back and live here again, in fact. A lot of old, as you can see, sort of the old stone walls. Old cottages down here. It's very... one problem with Ripon is it suffers from subsidence, and it's had quite a few things where sinkholes have just opened up in the middle of the road. In fact, the road we're going down now, we're going into Magdalen's Road, which is one that's had a sinkhole. In fact, in some of the streets you can see the houses are very wonky as they've, there's been a bit of subsidence. The reason for that is that there's a lot of gypsum deposits around, which is a very soft type of rock, used actually for manufacturing plasterboard amongst other things. So now we're into Magdalen's Road, and you can just see from the houses actually, they look a bit, you can see they look a bit wonky, some of them. And this is where this road here was where there was a sinkhole. I can't remember exactly where it was. It didn't affect any of the houses because they're far enough back, but one of the roads, in fact, I'll go down another road as well, which is again was badly affected. There's a beautiful old church there, so that's probably worth a visit one day. And look at the styling of these houses, sort of got Dutch gables on them, beautiful houses. This bridge is covering the River Ure. Yeah, so as I say, just behind here, we've got a ramp down to the left here, which I think is now housing. Oh, it's like a park. But that used to be the Ripon livestock market. And we've got this Victorian clock tower in front of us, which is a beautiful building. And some lovely old terrace houses on the left, and these are obviously newer ones as well. Oh, the view's hooting up. Just got to be careful, it is a 30 limit. It's not that obvious really. But, just watch the speed. speed. In fact, it's not obvious at all because there isn't many repeater signs, speed limit repeaters. The telling sign really is the fact there's street lights. Yeah, there should really be more speed limit repeater signs. Okay, so we can see we're going into a 40 limit up ahead, so this is definitely a 30 where we are now. Sportster. So now we're coming into North Stainley, which is about halfway between Ripon and where we're going. Staveley Arms. A lot of the land around here is owned by Sir Robert Staveley, big family, sort of wealthy family in this area. Hence the name Staveley Arms. This is a nice development. This has been here for, I don't know, probably 30 years. Nicely matured, built round a pond. Two ponds in fact, one on the left and on the right. See some of the houses over there. Again, very sort of, fairly individual style, which is nice to see, rather than just a load of very similar looking boxes. Nationals. We come to is West Tanfield. Just coming to West Tanfield now. And again, we're going over the River Ure. River Ure loops around quite a bit. We're just crossing here. Nice pub just on the left coming up, which is the Bull Inn. And then if we turn off down here, we'll see church, but also what is known as the Marmion Tower, which is all that's left. Actually, it's Tanfield Castle, and all that's left of it is that tower.